What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Well, since a lot of you are going back to school for your second semester, in this video I'm gonna be showing you guys a bunch of hacks that will come in handy for when you go back to class. So check it out. Okay, well, here's a cool way to stay organized, guys. As you can see, I got a pencil box here and I got a bunch of supplies, but they're all scattered everywhere. And a cool way to stay organized is that once you're done using a glue stick like this one, for example, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna take out the glue stick. Once that is removed, I got plenty of space to store stuff in there. So for example, let's say I got a bunch of loose paper clips. Well, I can store them in there. I just put them in there. And you can fit a lot of them. Believe me, guys, there's a lot of paper clips you can fit in there. And these are for when you're on the go and you don't want to take the whole case of paper clips. This little hack comes in handy. As you can see, I got a bunch of paper clips in there and I'm just gonna put the cap on and I'm ready to go. All right, well, let's say you're in class and you have to write a bunch of notes for a long period of time. Well, eventually your finger starts to get tired. It starts to get very uncomfortable because of the pencil. It actually starts to hurt after a while. So if you don't have a pencil cushion like this one, well, or some people call them pencil grips, you usually slide them inside the pencil. It gives you more comfort and cushion for your finger so it doesn't get that tired. So let's say you don't have one of these. Well, here's a quick way to make your own. And all you're gonna need is a rubber band, guys. Take a white rubber band and cut it. And then you're gonna wrap it around the pencil, as I'm about to do so right now. These give it a lot of cushion, so it's gonna become more comfortable for you to write with. So once you get to the very end, it kind of gets tricky, guys, but you're gonna have to kind of tie it on. As you can see, the rubber band replaced the pencil grip. It does give it a lot of cushion so you can write for longer periods of time now. Just try it out, guys. Another way that a rubber band can save your life in the classroom is, let's say you don't have an eraser anymore or it fell out. Well, if you don't have an eraser, guys, a rubber band, all you gotta do is rub on whatever it is that you want to erase and it will get it right off your paper. These are very helpful, guys. If you ever need to sharpen your pencil during a big test and you don't have a sharpener available like this one, well, here's a cool way that you guys can sharpen your pencil without a sharpener. So you take the scissors, guys, and you start shaving off some of the pencil till you have just enough lead exposed. This is one hack that you definitely need to be careful with, guys, because you might cut yourself if you're not careful because the scissors are very sharp. So always when handling sharp objects, be careful. Alright, guys, as you can see, I have just enough lead to carry on and continue doing my test. So as soon as I get rid of these little shavings, I'll be able to finish up my test. So always have a pair of scissors handy in your desk or in your pencil box or in your backpack, but make sure to always carry a pair of scissors as long as your school allows you to carry these. But yeah, they come in very, very handy. Now let's say you want to staple a stack of papers together, but guess what? You ran out of staples. Yep, I'm all out. Well, here's a cool way that you guys can attach the papers together without the use of any tape or staples. And this hack I showed you guys on my other channel, Cinex TV. So basically, guys, what you guys are gonna need is a thumbtack, like this one right here. And first, you're gonna stack up your papers together. You're gonna grab your thumbtack and you're gonna pierce through the corner like this. And as you can see, it went through. Now, if you're strong enough, you guys can push down on the table and it'll bend the thumbtack. Just like this. And as you can see, the back bent. And now my papers won't come loose and they'll stay attached, as you can see. And I can even turn the pages. It's an awesome little hack that you guys can do with a thumbtack. If you guys have a bunch of papers that you need to put inside a folder, but you don't have a folder, well, here's a cool way that you guys can make your own folder with a piece of cardboard paper. And this is a very simple project to do, guys. So basically, you go off by the size of the papers you want to store inside the folder. So for example, I'm gonna be needing two sides of the same size. So I got a sheet of paper right here, and then I'm probably gonna need another one on this side. So towards the edge, that's where I'm gonna make my cut, and then I'm gonna have to make room to make the pockets for my folder. so that I can fold up. So around that height. And I'm just gonna outline the measurements, guys, and show you the cuts. As you can see, here's my outline, guys, and I'm just gonna cut out this big square. And now I'm just gonna fold the pockets up. And then I'm gonna make the fold right down the middle. Now the edges, guys, you guys can staple them together, but as I mentioned earlier, I do not have any staples, so I'm just gonna use some tape and join these sides together. And there you guys have it. You have yourself an awesome folder where you guys can stick your important documents, just like this, and then you close it up. Cool little folder, guys. Here's another issue that you guys might encounter in the classroom. And let's say you need to cut out something and you don't have any scissors available. They're lost, your neighbor took them, or you don't know where they're at. Well, here's a great way that you guys can make this cutout. So for example, I got a gingerbread man right here that I need to cut out and I don't have any scissors. Well, what you guys can do is get a pen. One of these pens, one with a really sharp point, and all you guys are gonna do is you're gonna trace around the outline, but you're gonna press down really hard. So make sure you have something like a piece of cardboard so it doesn't damage the table. So I'm just gonna press down on it really hard, guys. It's not really gonna damage the pen, but press down really hard on the outline, and the pen will act as a little blade, and you'll be able to have that perfect cutout in no time. So pretty much the pen will be like a little X-Acto knife that you guys can use in the classroom. And there you guys have it. So now that I'm done with it, guys, I'm just gonna pretty much push down on it and it should come off pretty easy. Just like that, guys. Look at this perfectly cut out gingerbread man. It looks pretty nice, right? A pen is a really good alternative for when you don't have any scissors handy. Look at that, guys. If you ever run into this situation, then you definitely gotta try out this little hack. Now, for whatever reason, guys, let's say you need to stick a piece of cutouts onto a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper, and you guys don't have any glue or tape handy, here's a really awesome way that you'll still be able to stick things on here. And for that, guys, you're gonna need some gum. And I know you're not allowed to chew gum in class, but come on, everybody takes gum to school, right? And so if you have a piece of gum handy, you know, just chew it up a little bit and then separate it into little pieces so you're able to stick your little, for example, I got a teddy bear cutout here that I want to stick on this piece of cardboard. So I'll be able to do that with a piece of gum. All right, so I got my piece of gum right here. I've been chewing on it for a few minutes. I'm gonna separate it into smaller pieces, and then for example, here's the body of the bear. I'm gonna just get a little piece of gum, stick it on the back, and then place it on the piece of cardboard like this, and it should stay on. And I'm gonna do the same with the rest of the bear. And there you guys have it, a cool looking bear. As you can see, it's not gonna fall down when I tilt it. And that is how gum saved the day. So, you know, they might say, oh, you're not supposed to chew gum in class. Gum serves no good purpose in a classroom. Well, we just proved that it does. All right, guys, so now you're in class, you're writing with a pen. And the thing about writing with pens is that whatever you write on there, you cannot erase. Well, you can use whiteout to correct your mistakes, but let's say you don't have any whiteout handy, because sometimes schools don't allow for whiteout to be in the classrooms. This little hack may work or may not work depending on the type of glue that you use, because we'll be using glue. For example, I got some Elmer's glue right here, and we're just gonna apply some on the area that we wanna correct. So we wanna erase this number 4, because 1 plus 2 does not equal 4. We all know it equals 5, right? I mean, it equals 3. So we're gonna apply just a little bit on there, on the number 4. And it should be able to cover it. And then we're just gonna let it dry for a little bit. So I'm still waiting for this to dry, guys. You guys can already see that it's already pretty much covered up the whole number 4. So once it dries up, all you guys got to do is write the right answer, and you just solved a little problem with the use of some glue. Okay, we're down to our last hack. Right here, I have a bunch of pencils inside a pencil cup. But let's say I did not have a pencil cup and then I had a bunch of pencils that were always all over the place. You know, these are hard to organize and you just can't keep them in one place. They'll always wind up somewhere else. And you want to keep them out of the way. So a good way to keep them organized, guys, is you take a notebook like this one, guys. It has to have the spiral on the side. This is what keeps the pages together. Well, we're gonna undo this starting with one end, and we're gonna twist off the spiral till it comes off completely. Now, as you can see, all the pages are loose now. If you don't want to mess up this notebook right here, guys, all you guys got to do is attach a few zip ties on there and it should be good as new. As far as the spiral now, we're going to attach this to the wall. And for that, I'm going to be using some thumbtacks. So just attach them, make sure you get a good grip on them, and they should be able to stay on the wall. Just like that. And then another one on the other end. All right, so I've attached the spiral onto the wall, and this wall is next to my desk. So I'm just gonna hang up all my pencils on the spiral like this. As you guys can see, I put the rest of my stuff on there, such as my pens, pencils, and lead pencils. They will not get in the way, and it's a really nice way to keep your desk organized. There you guys have it, some awesome hacks that will come in handy in the classroom for when you guys go back to school. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And remember, I still have that PlayStation 4 giveaway going on, so don't miss out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. So they'll just press on the bulb, and this is what's gonna happen. Your friend happens to open his binder, and this is what's gonna happen. Right? So let's say they're trying to keep this notebook together and it has some valuable information on it. So they'll just grab the binder clip and put it on there. Did you see that? It actually squirted out. As you can see, this one's a pencil with a real eraser, and this one has the gum eraser. You're just gonna pick up the scissors and just throw them in there, and this is what's gonna happen. Just like that, the balloon pops as soon as the scissors go in.